I know the BET Awards is a couple of days old, but one of my supporters asked me to talk about Taraji commenting this, so I want to get into it real quick. Now, before I can even comment on this, we got to go back just a little bit, because Keith Lee and his wife said that they moved them from their seats to these new seats so that they could get this rose presented to them by Taraji. Keep that in mind. And before this comment, Keith took a video of him throwing that same rose on the floor and captioning it, "Our name will be in rooms when it's supposed to be, when it's time," or something like that. Basically saying, when we are in the right rooms for us, they will know our names. And to that, Taraji said, life really is too short for this behavior. He wasn't in his seat. They give celebrities assigned seats. Now, is she saying he's not a celebrity because he didn't have an assigned seat? Or if he's expecting this celebrity status, then he should be behaving like a celebrity, i.e. sitting in his assigned seat. She says, I rehearsed all day to go hit my mark, and that young man wasn't in his seat. So he missed his moment. It's just the wording of this comment that confuses me so much. You rehearsed all day to hit your mark, okay? Does that mean you rehearsed the words, or you looked up his picture, or you made sure that your assistant let you know who Keith Lee was? What do you mean by you rehearsed all day? Because you then say that because he was not in his seat, he missed his moment, which the whole moment was his. If it wasn't for him, the moment wouldn't have existed. And then what confuses me about the seat is the fact that Keith Lee and his wife said that they moved them from their original seats to these new seats. Are those the seats she's talking about? Or is she saying that Keith Lee and Jordan, aka the Method Man lookalike, they were supposed to be switching seats, and that's why she thought Jordan was Keith Lee, because Jordan was in Keith's seat? But again, if you rehearsed all day, Keith Lee looks like Keith Lee. Jordan don't have locks, you know what I mean? So I just don't understand the energy behind this comment. She then says his ego is hurt. He will be fine. I cleaned it up at the end of the show. No love lost here. Now, originally, I blamed production because I said that they were responsible for letting Taraji know who Keith Lee was and what he looked like. But then another one of my supporters brought it to my attention that she could have just so easily Googled Keith Lee if she just didn't know who he was or what he looked like. After all, she rehearsed all day to hit this mark. I don't know. I kind of see why Keith Lee said what he said as far as when it's our time, our names will be known in rooms or whatever he said. But him dropping that rose was shady, and him trying to act like it wasn't shade is even more shady. But get in the comments for me. Let me know. Am I reading too much into this, or is that what you see too?